How are we, lads? Up the Blues! Up the Blues! Come on! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the State of Origin 1 review. I am pumped up. New South Wales destroyed Queensland in Townsville, 50 points to 6. This is the State of Origin Game 1 review. If you guys are new to the channel around here, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, like the video as well. Comment your thoughts on the game below. Up the Blues, 50 points to 6. What a dominating performance from New South Wales. It was absolutely magnificent. Let's get straight into the review. And it all started off in the 9th minute. A penalty goal to New South Wales. It was converted by Nathan Cleary. New South Wales lead 2-0 after 9 minutes gone. And then in the 16th minute, the ball was going to go dead for New South Wales, but for some reason, Kyle Feldt took out Josh Addo-Carr. Lucky to not be a sin bin. And then in the 18th minute, Nathan Cleary out the back, a decoy run from Cameron Murray and Tom Trbojevic. Too much speed for Kurt Capewell. Tommy Turbo scores the first try. Cleary converts. New South Wales 8 points to 0 after 18 minutes gone. And then in the 22nd minute, Brian Toto scores for New South Wales. Jerome Luai with a nice ball to Latrell Mitchell. And then he gave it on to Toto. Latrell Mitchell converts the goal. New South Wales lead 14 points to 0 after 22 minutes gone. Great start for the Blues. And then in the 27th minute, this is where it got better for New South Wales. Nathan Cleary's short ball to Tarek Sims. And he throws that awesome cutout ball to Brian Toto. He collects a double. Cleary converts on the sideline. New South Wales 20-0. Queensland at this stage, they are in shell shock mode. They did not know what hit them. And then in the 35th minute, Queensland, they had to score before half-time, and they did score before half-time. A cut-up ball there from Munster, and then a try in the corner to Capewell. Holmes converts it. New South Wales 20-6. And then I was starting to get a little bit nervous. In the 36th minute, Latrell Mitchell kicked off. It went out in the full, and then Queensland were on the attack, and New South Wales defended that quite well. Half-time, New South Wales 20, Queensland 6, and I thought at half-time, New South Wales looked in complete control of the game. They were playing really well. Queensland was sort of looking for their DNA in attack. They didn't really have much attack out there. The combination between Munster, Cherry Evans, Holmes and Grant didn't really worry New South Wales too much. It didn't really concern them. And then in the second half, Tom Trbojevic with an incredible grubber kick for Latrell Mitchell, who scores a try for New South Wales. Cleary converts. New South Wales go out to a 26-6 lead. And then in the 58th minute, Jerome Luai splits them open with a line break. Inside ball to Latrell. Back to Tommy Trbojevic. He collects his double. Conversion successful by Cleary. New South Wales 32 points to 6 at that stage of the game. And then in the 60th minute, pretty much back-to-back tries. A bomb from New South Wales. A knock-on from Xavier Coates. Latrell picks it up. Scores another try. New South Wales go out to 38-6. And then in the 63rd minute, it's all too easy for Daniel Saifiti. He scores under the post. Lazy defence from Queensland. New South Wales 44-6. And then in the 69th minute, a hat-trick to Tom Trbojevic. Unbelievable. New South Wales win the game 50 points to 6. My God, there is a lot of question marks, and there will be a lot of pressure on Queensland in game 2 because tonight, Queensland, they were in Townsville. They were coming off winning last year's Origin Series. They shot to Townsville tonight. They got absolutely pumped all over the park. Queensland, look, full credit to them. You know, obviously tonight wasn't their night, but I expect a better game in game 2. But New South Wales, man, they were dynamite. Now, we're going to rate all the players with a rating out of 10 tonight while I'm here. So, obviously, it's a review. So, we're going to rate all the players. So, we're going to go for the New South Wales team and the Queensland team. I'm going to give them a rating out of 10. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, and 5 in the middle. And you guys know the rest. So, we're going to rate James Tedesco's performance tonight. I'm going to give Tedesco an 8 out of 10. I thought he was very good. Brian Toto, he's going to get a 9 out of 10. He was outstanding on the wing. We're going to give Josh Addo-Carr a 6.5 out of 10. Didn't get a lot of ball, but he was still good. We're going to give Latrell Mitchell a 9 out of 10 as well. He was excellent. We're going to give Tom Trbojevic a 10 out of 10. He was probably the best player on the field. He was outstanding. We're going to give Jerome Luai a solid 7.5 out of 10. I thought he had a really good game. We're going to give Nathan Cleary, the halfback, who had an absolute blinder. He's going to get an 8.5 out of 10. You could argue a 9 out of 10. He was terrific as well. I'll give him a 9 out of 10. I'll change my mind there. Daniel Saifiti, we're going to give him a solid 8 out of 10. He was terrific as well. Damien Cook, a little bit quiet for his standards. I'm going to give Damien Cook a 5 out of 10. Wasn't in particular happy with Cookie, but I'll give him a 5 out of 10. Jake Trbojevic, I thought he was a little bit quiet as well. We'll give him a 4 out of 10. We're going to give Cameron Murray a 5 out of 10. He wasn't amazing, but 5 out of 10 for Cam Murray is fair enough. Tarek Sims, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. He was solid. Isaiah Yeo, I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Thought he did a great job. And the bench, we're going to give Jack White a rating out of 10. We'll give Jack White a 5 out of 10. He was okay. He only played 18 minutes, but, you know, he was fine. We're going to give Junior Paulo a solid 6.5 out of 10. Payne Haas, he will get a 7. He was great, Payne Haas. And Liam Martin, didn't really play much. Half an hour for Liam Martin. I'll give him a 4.5 out of 10. Now let's get into the Maroons. Val Holmes at fullback wasn't the best. We'll give him a 5 out of 10. Xavier Coates, he was really poor for mine. I'll give Xavier Coates a 3.5 out of 10. Kyle Feldt in the other wing. Thought he was okay in periods, Kyle Feldt, so we'll give him a 5 out of 10. Kurt Capewell, we'll give him a 4. Thought he was disappointing. Dane Gagai, he will get a 3 out of 10. I thought he was well below his best. Dane Gagai was really poor for mine. Cameron Munster, a couple of brain snaps from Cameron Munster. He did a couple of really stupid things out there, Cam Munster. I'll give Munster a solid, give him a 4.5 out of 10. Cherry Evans, I thought he was really, really poor. We'll give Cherry Evans a 4 out of 10. Christian Welch, I'm not going to rate Christian Welch because he went off injured, didn't come back on, so we're not going to rate Christian Welch. Harry Grant, we're going to give him a 3.5 out of 10. I don't think his match fitness is there, and I think it was exposed tonight. Tino, we'll give Tino Tino can get a 6 out of 10. Thought he tried hard in periods. Felice Kafusi, I'll give him a 3.5 out of 10. He was pretty disappointing as well. David Fafita, we'll give him a 5 out of 10. He tried hard, I guess, you know. He was okay in periods. Jai Arrow, definitely disappointing for Jai Arrow. We'll give Jai Arrow a 4 out of 10. And the bench, AJ Brimson didn't really get much minutes for some reason. I'll give Brimson a 3 out of 10. Jaden Sewer, I'll give him a 4 out of 10. Mo Fodawaker will get a 6.5 out of 10 for mine. And Joe Offering-Gowie will give him a 4. We'll give him a 5 out of 10 as well. But I've got to say, man, New South Wales, 50 points to 6, incredible. You know, I was worried about Nathan Cleary coming into it because we all know at Origin level he hasn't been the best in the past. So I was a bit concerned, but he was outstanding tonight. He was amazing. But New South Wales, they ran right on Queensland, and a well-deserved victory for New South Wales. 50 points to 6. Good on the Blues. My best and worst players. So from Queensland, I'd say Queensland's best player for tonight, I would probably have to give it to David Fafita. And I'd say Queensland's worst player, I'm going to have to go with Dane Gagai. As for New South Wales, my top 3 players for New South Wales, I'll go number 3, Nathan Cleary. Number 2, Latrell Mitchell. And number 1, Tom Trbojevic. Brian Tyre was great as well. And if I had to pick someone for New South Wales who was really poor, you know what? It might be a bit unpopular here, but I'm going to say Damien Cook. He didn't offer much of dummy half. He didn't really run the ball. Kept passing a lot. Thought he was disappointing. You know, 49 metres is definitely well below Damien Cook's best. So, Cookie, for mine, probably the worst player for the Blues, but man of the match for mine. Got to be Tommy Turbo. He was incredible, and he gets my man of the match for the Origin one. The State of Origin Game 1. But, guys, if you enjoyed the State of Origin Game 1 review, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and up the bloody Blues. Peace!